Most people when they message me on WhatsApp, they will ask me, Solo, can I use my acoustic guitar to learn how to play the bass guitar? And I want to answer that question now on the general note. My own answer personally is yes. You can use your acoustic guitar to learn how to play the bass guitar. And here are 5 reasons why I said yes, you can use it to learn how to play the bass guitar. Number one, you are just starting out. As a beginner, there are things that you just need to learn, like let's say how to scale. This guitar is not too now. Anyway, and you also need to learn the keys, where the keys are, like this one is key this, key this, key this, key that, key that. You also need to learn how to run some scales, some fingering trainings and all of that thing. So this knowledge does not really require you to use the electric bass guitar. You can use the acoustic to sort that out. Maybe with time as you progress, you can then switch to the electric bass guitar. And then the second reason why I will even advise you to use your acoustic guitar if you want to start learning how to play bass guitar is you will practice more often. Since it's barely your acoustic guitar, you might probably have this one at home. And plus the fact that you don't need electricity to play this one. You know, in Nigeria, you know how the power holders used to do their thing. The power holders and we just like 5 and 6, so let's say cat and rat, you hardly see the NEPA light. So as a beginner, you want to start learning bass guitar and you have your acoustic, be rest assured that you have more time to practice because now you don't need to wait for the electricity light. And then the third reason is because you can play with friends. Just carry your acoustic guitar and then your friends comes around, they start playing their own and you also play your own. Now when you make mistake, they can easily correct you without talking you or any of those things. And I think that is how my younger brother learns how to play the bass guitar. Then he will carry my acoustic guitar to his friend's place. And then when they are playing their own, because then they are learning how to play lead guitar. So when they are playing their own, him will be playing bass from the acoustic guitar. And on top of that, I also have a friend of mine that learns how to play the guitar, how to play bass guitar using acoustic guitar. I think he spent the first 3 years learning how to play bass guitar using acoustic. In fact, it even got to the stage where I was telling him, guy, you're good in this thing now. Go and start playing in the church. And he said no, he still wants to learn more. And all those his learning period, he was using acoustic guitar. Now, by the time he started using the electric bass guitar, he was no longer learning. He was very, very good at it. And I also remember those days that when I go to his place, I'll be playing guitar, like acoustic, like lead guitar, and he will be following me with his bass. It seems to be very good. So yeah, the third reason is because you can play with your friends. And then number 4, it is less cost. An acoustic guitar is much cheaper than you owning an electric bass guitar. Because now if you buy the electric bass guitar, you also need to buy bass combo. Put those amounts together. Unless you have the funds and the money is not really the issue. If not, why? Go for it. But if you want a guitar that you just use to start learning, then you can consider buying an acoustic guitar first. And then the last reason why I said you can use your acoustic guitar to learn how to play bass guitar is because now you can learn up to 5 strings. The acoustic guitar comes with 6 strings. So you can just ignore the last string here and then learn from 2 to 6, which is your 5 strings. Now you can also learn your 4 strings, you can learn your 5 strings. Now any of the bass guitar, I mean the electric one now, any of the bass guitar that you carry to play, you're already conversant with it because here you learn 5 strings, here you also learn 4 strings. Now if you go to the church or you join your band and you want to start playing and then they have 5 strings bass guitar, you can play very well. If you have 4 strings, you can play very well. Within 5 reasons, I want to believe that I've been able to convince you enough that you can use your acoustic guitar to learn how to play your bass guitar and play it very well. But then if you want a step-by-step guide on how you can learn how to play the bass guitar from the very beginning, like step-by-step learning process, on how you can play the bass guitar from the very beginning, then you can consider checking out my bass guitar class for beginners. I took my time to explain step by step how you can play the bass guitar from the very beginning to an extent where you start playing very well. So both how to scale, keys, some fingering training, bass line that I can use in playing song, everything put together is in that class. For more information on how to get the class, you can just click the first link in the description of this video or basically just chat me up on WhatsApp with the number showing somewhere on the screen. That will be all for now, and until next time, have a nice day.